Question 16. Have you ever thought of turning your book into a screenplay? Wallace writes, "Whoa, no, not yet. That's not my job. Writing a script is a completely different kind of art that I have not learnt yet." Which is true. It's harder to get all that, what do you call that? Everything from a book into a script, because you got to think of how the script would play out. Case in point, I was reading Jack Reacher, Tripwire the other day, and there's that scene where Jack Reacher's leading Mrs. Jacob out of her home, and the two assassins come up to get him, and Reacher does maybe 4 moves. So on film that would have taken maybe 10 seconds, and in the book it's a couple of pages. It almost feels like bullet time, like the Matrix. Everything slows down, and But me and Wild Man Beyond will be talking about Jack Reacher very soon, so please stay tuned for that. But yes, I can see, Wallace, what you mean here. That's a totally different technique. But I have faith in you. I would love to see you write a screenplay. If you write a screenplay, I will read it. If you decide to turn this into a slightly different version, a shorter version, or whatever, I would read it. I would love to read it. And, I honestly think you could shop this book around as a script in itself. You wouldn't even have to write a script, because I really do think this book actually plays out like a brilliant screenplay at the same time. So it's really, really, really cool. I urge everybody to check it out. I'll even put a link down below where you can go to see some of these videos, the English videos, and there are Italian videos there too for all you Italian fans of Wallace Lee. Okay, this is the last question. Question 17. Do you have any fond memories while promoting the novel? Wallace writes the answer, "I have a funny memory regarding writing. For the first 2 books, I really could not write a simple word. Rambo, I always called him John or Johnny. 1 year later, I had to change John to Rambo countless times." He laughs, he. "Oh no, Troutman can't call him John while giving him orders. Damn, even now, I still found the name John where I should have used Rambo. I was really shy with such a big character, really. Now it's over. Finally, I have really accepted what I wrote. The only Rambo prequel that has ever been written, and it's a good one." I agree with you 100% there, my friend. It's a good one. Good is an understatement. This is an amazing Rambo prequel. Probably the best Rambo prequel ever conceived, so far. And I didn't even read the whole thing. And right off the bat, I can tell you that this is the bee's knees. This is the Rambo prequel that needs a green light, I would love to see Mickey Cardone in this role. I would love to see She Died Films do this movie. I would love to see them do a version of this shorthand. Also, maybe Zachary Oberzon too. I would love to see Zachary Oberzon's take on this. It's just such a great tale. A Kickstarter should be released, or should be teased, to get this into a filming sort of pedigree. But you know what? This really does stand alone by itself. We don't even have to have a movie about this, because the writing is so vivid and so, oh my God, so ecclesiastic. It just brings you there. It just brings you there. You'll just be immediately transported to this other place. It's very rich in description. It really gets you to where you need to go. and it's really, really, really great. And I can't wait. I can't wait to read the finished project. And I like how you use the caption. I had to change John to Rambo countless times. Like Troutman can't call him John while giving him orders. Damn. I understand what you mean there. I know that while I'm writing a fan script for Rambo 5 presently. I'm going through the same problem, But I can see your dilemma there. Like, it would be unprofessional for Troutman to be like, John, because they've had their countless excursion behind enemy lines before, and the John is now more related to how Troutman probably feels about Rambo after Rambo's breakdown in First Blood, after, there's more of a paternal kind of thing that happens at the end of First Blood, where Troutman he gains, not only, the trust is already there, but he gains that extra, like, I'm the last link to anything that this guy has ever had, kind of thing. So, I can see that, the Johnny being born in that area. I know they kind of used it a little bit before, tiny bit, during First Blood. But, really I could see that as the breeding point. Especially more in Rambo 2, because, Troutman's coming to him, to try and bail him out, to try and help him, and he knows, Rambo's been doing a hard time breaking fucking rocks for the last couple of years, right? So that friend level, that really kicks in at that point, because, it's just gonna escalate from there, right? The more paternal, and now we're going into the more friendship, like more of a friendship kind of bond. And then in Rambo 3, it kicks back from the friendship again, like when he sees him, John Rambo, when Rambo's on the Buddha, repairing the Buddha or building the Buddha, or the monument or the building he's on, whatever, in Rambo 3. It just brings, it turns there again from like the friendship back to the paternal once Troutman's captured. Rambo knows, you gotta send that young dog in. Or that younger dog in. That Troutman might not be able to do it on his own. Because not maybe that his time has passed, but there is a benefit to having a more youthful vigor. Which I think Sly is trying to do now with a lot of movies, especially with Expendables. The last two. The last one with Miley Cyrus's ex-boyfriend. And this one, man, Van Damme was fantastic in that movie when he kicked the fucking knife right through kicked Barney Ross's knife right through his chest. Anyway. Right through the heart. He came in like a wrecking ball. Alright, okay. Enough fooling around. I just want to thank Wallace for sending me all of this, for helping me out, and for agreeing to do this Q&A, and just for all the great support, and just for being a really great friend, a great guy. I love you, Wallace. I love that I can talk to you almost every day. We've been talking almost every day since I met Wallace a couple of months ago, and it's just, I love it. I really love how you think, and I love your dedication, and I love, how you put all this together. And I love how you are in the Rambo fan community. You really do go out there in the Rambo fan community. You really do try to make a better difference, a more positive place for Rambo fans. I really love that about your work. It really says something that you show so much love in the community. Not just with RAMBOMANIA, but with everything else. And now you're starting up the a couple of really, really, really cool pages. And it's nice to see you on the Mickey Cardoni as the Young Rambo page. And it's just really great that to see you're still ghostwriting, and you're doing what you love so much, and it just really shines through. And I feel just really lucky and really fortunate to have, met you, and I really love your work, and I can't wait to see more of it. So, thank you, Wallace Lee. Thank you for helping make the Rambo community a better place, and for making Rambomania a better place. And you will always, always, always have a home here at Rambomania. So, I really can't thank you enough. Just thanks a million. More than you will ever know. You're just a really great friend. You will always be such a really great friend. I love you, buddy. And, I'm forever thankful. I'm forever thankful for, for what you've come up with. For taking those small seeds of ideas and planting them, and watching this brilliant, great tree evolve, seeing you act on your dream and what you want to do is just so inspirational. I think a lot of people, especially a lot of younger people, can really learn from Wallace. That there's no fate but what we make, that there's no hill too high to climb, you really help keep that Rambo fighting spirit alive. So from the bottom of my heart, man, we just owe you so much. So thank you so much. And I hope you love this episode as much as I do, because I had a real blast working on this one so far. It's one of my favorites. So, I hope you have all enjoyed our Q&A with author and writer Wallace Lee. And, I want to thank everybody out there for tuning in. Rambomania would be nothing without you. You guys at home, you make all the difference, and thank you for watching. So, next we're going to look at Rambo First Blood Part 2. We're going to start the epicness that is Rambo First Blood Part 2 in every angle we can. And if I can, before we get to that, because there's a lot to do this week that involves not Rambomania, but my personal life, so to speak. If we can get to it, we're going to do a little discussion on the Expendables PG-13 situation, because I've been thinking long and hard about this, and I just want to give you my take on it, And it's not as negative as everybody thinks it's going to be. It's not a rant. It's just my feelings about the whole thing. So stay tuned to Rambomania for that. And, I just thank you, everybody. Thank you for helping us reach 200 episodes. We're looking forward to being joined next week by Michael Chapman in part 2 of the Chapman Returns, the long-awaited follow-up to Chapman Returns. So that second part is coming probably next week. I think I'm going to do it on Sunday with him. And also we're going to be delving into, next week, the pop culture. Finally, at last, we're reaching pop culture. I'm sorry it took so long to get to here. But, we got a lot of Rambo to cover, And beyond, after this, we got, tons more to cover. So, Wild Man Beyond's going to be here. And we're going to talk, we're going to start the pop culture. And it's probably going to be mixed up with Rambo 2 for the next 60 days. So, you guys are going to have 60 days left of Rambomania Season 2, The Cult Phenom. And I'm really looking forward to giving you guys everything I got. So thank you very much. And we'll see you later. And one more time, I just want to say a very special thank you to Wallace Lee for making this all happen. So thank you, Wallace. And it's just been great, man. Really, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you, buddy. Thank you.